My wife told me my daughter shouldn't use the bathroom anymore. So I've been with my wife for about 3 years now. I've got a daughter from my previous marriage. She's 14, and she lives with us full time. My wife has a son too. He's 16. And honestly, considering they're teenagers and step siblings, they actually get along really well. Like better than most siblings I've seen. No fighting, no slamming doors, no screaming matches. They joke around, respect each other's space, and it's been kind of a blessing. You always hear horror stories about blended families, but ours, it's worked. We live in a house with 2 bathrooms. The main one that me, my wife, and her son usually use, and then a smaller one that's kind of become my daughter's space. She prefers it. It's quieter, more private. And honestly, it's usually free. The main bathroom's always in use, but the smaller one needed work. Old tiles, bad plumbing, the toilet flush was annoying her, and she kept saying the faucet was leaking. So when I came into a little extra money recently, I thought, why not fix it up for her? She spends the most time in there anyway. So we start renovations on that bathroom. Nothing major, but enough that she can't use it for a few days. So naturally, she starts using the main bathroom. It's the only one available. No one says anything. Not my stepson, not my wife. Until 2 days in, my wife pulls me aside and goes, hey, can we talk about your daughter using the main bathroom? I thought maybe she was going to say she left it messy or forgot to flush or something. But no, she tells me she's uncomfortable because my daughter's been throwing out her used period pads in the bathroom trash can. I just kind of stared at her. I asked, what do you mean? She's throwing them in the trash, right? And she goes, yes, but your stepson might see them. It's inappropriate. I said, what do you mean see them? It's a trash can. It's got a lid. And she gives me this look like I'm a clueless idiot and says, you just don't get it. It's gross. And he's a boy. He shouldn't have to see that. Then walks off. Now I'm sitting there thinking, is she serious? Like, really? My daughter is a teenage girl. She's literally just handling her period the way every girl does. She's not leaving pads out in the open. She's not being careless. She wraps them, puts them in the bin, a bin with a foot pedal lid, by the way. And now that's a problem. Next morning, my wife's all moody. I ask what's wrong and she says, he went in there after her again and probably saw what she threw away. And then she has the nerve to say, you need to talk to her. Tell her to stop using the main bathroom. It's not appropriate. I lost it. I said, where exactly do you want her to go? Her bathroom's torn apart. You want her to hold it in until the renovation's done? Or should we build her an outhouse in the backyard? We got into this huge fight. I told her straight up, this is my daughter's home too. You don't get to tell her she can't use the only functional bathroom in the house just because you're uncomfortable with her having a period. That's insane. And she kept trying to spin it like she was parenting. Said I always shut her down when it comes to my daughter and treat her like she's not part of the team. But no, this wasn't parenting. This was controlling and demeaning. She was asking me to punish a teenage girl for having a fucking uterus. I told her, if you're uncomfortable seeing pads in a trash can, that's your problem to deal with. My daughter isn't doing anything wrong, and I'm not going to shame her for her body just to make you feel better. She's been giving me the cold shoulder ever since, acting like I disrespected her. But her son, the one she's supposedly trying to protect from this horrifying sight, hasn't said a single word. He probably didn't even notice. He walks into that bathroom with his phone in front of his face and headphones on. The kid could miss a fire breaking out in there, let alone a fucking trash bag. This whole thing, it wasn't about my daughter. It was about control, about shame, about my wife projecting her own weird discomfort about periods onto everyone else in this house, especially a young girl who's just trying to exist. And I'll be damned if I let anyone, including my wife, make my daughter feel like her body is something dirty.